Financial Freedom by Grant Sabatier, a WealthWorks summary. The big idea. Grant Sabatier had $2.26 in his bank account at age 24. 5 years later, he had over $1 million. He did not win the lottery. He did not inherit anything. He built his wealth deliberately by combining aggressive earning, strategic saving, and index fund investing, and by compressing the timeline in ways that most financial advisors never discuss. Financial Freedom is a step-by-step guide to reaching financial independence as fast as mathematically possible. The key insight: making more money is almost always faster than spending less. About the author. Grant Sabatier is the founder of Millennial Money and one of the leading voices of the FIRE movement. Financial independence, retire early. He reached financial independence at 29, left his corporate job, and has since helped millions of people rethink their relationship with time, money, and work. Financial Freedom is his manual for doing what he did. Chapter 1. The Faster Path, Part 1. Sabatier opens with a reframe that changes everything. Time is more valuable than money. Money can be earned, lost, and earned again. Time only moves in one direction. This means the real cost of staying in a job you do not love is not the salary you are giving up elsewhere. It is the years of your life that you will not get back. Financial independence is not about being rich. It is about buying back your time. The math of freedom. The traditional financial planning timeline assumes you save 10 to 15% of your income for 30 to 40 years. Sabatier shows that if you save 50% of your income, you can reach financial independence in roughly 17 years. Save 75% and you can do it in 7. The math is straightforward. Every dollar you do not spend is a dollar that goes to work for you immediately. The savings rate is the single most powerful lever in the equation. The action for Chapter 1. Calculate your current savings rate. Divide your monthly savings by your monthly take-home pay. If it is below 30%, you are on a slow path. Identify one thing you could cut and one thing you could earn more from, and do both simultaneously. Chapter 2. Know Your Number, Part 1. Financial independence has a specific number attached to it, and most people have never calculated theirs. Sabatier uses the standard FIRE formula. Multiply your annual expenses by 25. That is how much you need invested at a 4% safe withdrawal rate to live indefinitely off your portfolio. If you spend $40,000 per year, your number is $1 million. If you spend $60,000, it is $1.5 million. Working backward from your number. Knowing your number transforms financial planning from abstract to concrete. Once you know the target, every financial decision maps onto it clearly. Sabatier recommends reverse engineering your savings plan from your number. Figure out exactly how much you need to save per month, at what return, over how many years to hit your target. Most people are shocked to discover how achievable their number is if they increase their savings rate and their income simultaneously. The action for Chapter 2. Calculate your financial independence number right now. Annual expenses multiplied by 25. Write it down. Then calculate how far you currently are from that number and how long it would take at your current savings rate. The gap between those two things is your motivation. Chapter 3. Make More Money, Part 1. Here is where Sabatier departs most sharply from traditional personal finance advice. He argues, convincingly, that obsessing over spending cuts is the wrong place to put most of your energy. Cutting from $40,000 to $35,000 a year saves $5,000. Increasing your income from $50,000 to $70,000 saves 20,000. The upside of earning more is mathematically unlimited. The upside of spending less is capped by your current expenses. The Income Maximization Playbook. Sabatier covers the full spectrum of income maximization. Negotiating your salary aggressively, developing skills that command higher rates, building side income streams, and eventually transitioning to income that does not depend on your hours at all. He is practical and specific. Negotiate every job offer. Ask for raises every year. Build skills in areas where demand exceeds supply. Start a side business even if it only earns a few $100s a month. The compounding effect on your savings rate is significant. The action for Chapter 3. Identify your highest leverage income opportunity right now. Is it negotiating your salary, freelancing on the side, starting something? Pick the one with the highest potential return on your time and take one step toward it this week. Chapter 4. The Investment Strategy. Part 1. Sabatier is a committed index fund investor and makes no apologies for it. His investment philosophy is deliberately simple. Put your money in low-cost, broadly diversified index funds, keep your fees as low as possible, automate your contributions, and never try to time the market. The evidence for this approach, compared to active stock picking or tactical asset allocation, is overwhelming and consistent across decades. What to do with your money. His specific framework prioritizes tax-advantaged accounts first. Max out your 401k to capture any employer match, then your Roth IRA, then a traditional IRA if eligible. After that, a taxable brokerage account. Inside those accounts, total market index funds and international index funds cover almost everything you need. He emphasizes that the biggest mistake most investors make is not the wrong fund. It is not starting, not automating, and not staying in during downturns. The action for Chapter 4. Check whether your investments are automated. If you have to manually move money each month, you will miss months. Set up automatic transfers from your paycheck to your investment accounts and never touch the settings unless you are increasing the amount. Chapter 5. Life Optimization. Part 1. Sabatier is direct about something many fire writers gloss over. The goal is not to hoard money until some future date and then finally start living. The goal is to build a life you actually want right now, while simultaneously accelerating toward financial independence. These two things are not in conflict. The most sustainable path to financial independence is one where you are genuinely enjoying the journey. What freedom actually looks like. He also addresses what happens after you reach financial independence. And it is not what most people imagine. Freedom does not feel like permanent vacation. It feels like choice. The ability to say yes to what matters and no to what does not. Many people who reach FIRE discover they still want to work, just on their own terms, on things they care about. Financial independence does not end ambition. It changes its direction. The action for Chapter 5. Write down what you would do with your time if money were not a constraint. Not a fantasy list, a realistic one. Then ask how much of that you could start doing now, before you reach your number. Financial freedom begins when you start making choices based on what you value, not just what you earn. Key takeaways. 1. Time is more valuable than money. Financial independence is about buying back your time before the best years of your life are gone. 2. Your financial independence number is your annual expenses multiplied by 25. Calculate it, know it, work backward from it. 3. Making more money is almost always faster than spending less. Both matter, but income maximization has no ceiling. 4. Automate your investments in low-cost index funds. Never try to time the market. The biggest mistake is not investing at all. 5. The goal is not to defer living until you hit a number. It is to build a life worth living now, while building freedom for later. A note at the end. This has been a WealthWorks summary of financial freedom by Grant Sabatier. If this changed how you think about the pace of your journey, subscribe to WealthWorks. We publish a new book summary every week.